Steve Tasker with us here from training camp.
Yeah.
And that would have happened in a red helmet. Welcome back to the red helmets, right?
Yeah, how about it? The day before, it was like it's not happening. And they don't tell us anything. On One Bill's Drive, they don't tell us. On One Bill's Live, they don't tell us anything. So they don't want us to break that kind of stuff because they got plans for all of that information. And we were like, hey, I was like, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, final season in the stadium. Steve Tasker here with us from St. John Fisher. Just saw the quarterbacks walk out on the field, so practice going to get started shortly. Saw Josh and the other two, Mike White and Mitch Trubisky. So, I mean, final year in the stadium.
Yeah.
Is it? You feel like it's meaningful, or do you think you'll kind of get to there?
It is for me. All of it's meaningful. We already have I've got family members. I got 3 older brothers, and they've been literally coming up to Buffalo for 38 years to watch games. I have 2 older brothers. I'm an old guy, and I have my older brothers. One's 65, almost 66, and the other one's 70. Right? So we're an old bunch of guys. They're coming up for a month. They're going to stay at the house. They're going to the opener. They're staying through the Jets game, and they're going to the next 3 home games.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that it means something to them. It means something to me too. So, and then my nieces and my nephews and all. We got people in and out of the house all season because they want to be in the stadium for this last year. It's pretty cool.
You said they're staying through the Jet game. That's the other thing too. Is for a lot of fans, every game will be someone's last game at the stadium. If you're a season ticket holder, obviously you'd probably be there till the end. But for many, that opener might be the last one.
That's
the
right.
Saints game might be the last one.
Yeah, that's right. I hadn't thought about that, but you're exactly right because everybody, not everybody goes every game. Right. And even season ticket holders don't go to every game, right? Because you get in those November, you get the 49ers game last year. It's like, you know what, I'm giving them to the kids, right? So, it'll be quite a moment.
It's kind of why, too, it kind of sounds like they're doing, there's the finale and they'll be wearing the red helmets, but even Pete Gwelly's talked about this. The whole season will be celebrating, the end of the stadium.
And it's going to be kind of cool, too, because at some point, I don't know when it's going to be, maybe in April, for all I know, or maybe one of the games, or maybe if it all falls, all our hopes and dreams are fulfilled in the AFC Championship games in our building. They're going to have some point the big reveal of the new place. They're going to turn the lights on to it when you're coming out, and they're going to pop the lights on it and say, "Hey, we go." My wife laughs at me because I tear up. I tear up at a good beer commercial. But when you start thinking about the old joint and all the what it's meant to me and most of the guys I played with, it's going to be very meaningful.
Hopefully a meaningful season. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They're all meaningful lately. Yeah. And here we are at training camp. So, we were talking about this before you came on. It's kind of the same. I mean, this training camp, Sean McDermott runs a machine at this point, and the only thing we're actually watching is to dodge things like what happened to Hairston. Get out healthy. The news on him is good enough.
Yeah,
so
it's plenty good. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be ready. He'll be 100% by the time the season rolls up. Maybe a week and a half before. He'll be playing in that last preseason game, I would imagine. You're right. The injury long list it's long. It doesn't worry me yet. Yeah. It's not time to worry about that stuff, and it's all minor.
How much can a player get mental reps? I mean, maybe as a rookie it's different, but he's going to be in meetings. He's going to be still keeping up on stuff, but not get the game speed stuff. Can he reasonably stay with it, and can a player ever kind of maybe get more? Because they say that in hockey, right? Go sit in the press box and get a look at it, and it'll click a little bit better. How valuable can mental reps be?
They can be extremely valuable, but it depends on the guy. Some guys can't do that. Some guys don't learn that way. You do whatever you can to stay engaged. Certainly everybody does that, but some guys struggle not walking through it, not being on the field. And some guys read it on the paper and they've got it. Some guys watch it on the film and they've got it. Some guys walk through it and they've got it. But this coaching staff's really good, and this development crew, that's why they get guys that nobody else gets. They throw it at them every way they can possibly learn, and so they pick it up. It's up to Max, and it depends on who and how Max is put together as to whether he can continue to get a little better while he's not practicing. And he can. Some guys can. If he's like that, he will. But that remains to be seen. But it is, it's a big degree of difficulty more, for him to do it without being out there.
Part of the good news is that, by all accounts, Tre White has looked really good out here.
Yeah. McDermott told me, I don't know, last year, 2 years ago, he never wanted anybody to go someplace else and play better football than they do here. That's certainly true with Tre'Davious. It was true of Jordan Phillips. It was true of, all these guys. A lot of guys who have left. Boogie Basham. Guys who went someplace and played. And that's a real testament to Sean and the program they got here. And Tre'Davious is probably going to be there now. You can throw a lot of the injury problems he had, and he's dealing with it, when he left and through the two teams he was with last year, L.A. and Baltimore. But you can tell he's just refreshed to be back on this field with these guys and this program, and I think this is the best place for him. I think he realizes it. And now that he's come back, he feels invigorated by it. So I think you're seeing that in his play.
How do you feel like it all sets up for them? The roster, the way it's constructed, the way the offseason went, the division, their schedule. It does feel like if they're ever going to get home field advantage in the playoffs, that this year it's kind of set up for them.
Yeah, the one seed's on the table for sure. I think you got to feel like that. I vividly remember we had that on our menu when I was playing back in the day. It's a big goal, and the first one you got to win the division and do all of that. But you want to win every game you're out there. The biggest game for me and the toughest one's going to be that opening game. If they come out of that game, even though it's at home, if they come out of that game against Baltimore with a win, they're a wagon, they're a steamer because Baltimore has a great roster, an elite quarterback, and they are going to be boiling over as to what happened last time they were in the building when they got put out of the playoffs. You remember that.
Right.
That's going to be a big advantage for Baltimore coming in here on opening day. So if the Bills, and I imagine it'll be a tough game and all that, but if the Bills can come out of that game opening day with a win, it says a lot about what they're going to be able to withstand because that is a good team in Baltimore, an elite quarterback, a great coaching staff, an established program, a successful program, and off the charts motivated to beat this particular team. That's a lot. So you'll get a big measuring stick on opening night. Now, I'm not saying, the Bills are going to get their doors blown off. I don't think that'll happen. But that's a hard game to win.
It's nice that it's at home. And it really, like you mentioned, like you win that game. I know Kansas City's there too, and there are other teams. But if you're thinking about Baltimore specifically, you win that game, you get the tiebreaker for the whole season for that one seed.
They're going to be
it's
there.
It's like a 2-game lead.
They're going to be there.
Right.